I'm Mirka, I'm 16 years old, and I'm 19 weeks pregnant.
What? I'm Ethan, I'm 16, I'm the baby's father.
I'm not doing this again. I mean, I guess I am, because I feel like you really like it when I do this, but I don't want to. Anyway, hi, what's up? Today we're watching another episode of Unexpected. Last time I did this, you loved it for some reason. I don't know why you like watching me laugh at other people's misfortune, but here I am. 16-year-old couple. They seem awfully happy to be having a child. Therefore, I'm confused, but let's go.
In a month, it will be our 1-year anniversary.
We met in biology class. I was 15, she was about 14.
I had just moved to Harlingen, and it was my first day at school. So I was like, okay, I don't want anybody to talk to me. I had my resting B phase.
I still sat next to her.
Well, I guess he did a little bit more than just talk to you.
Because she's just stunning. She's like, I don't think there's any flaws about her.
Oh, booger came out.
They do seem kind of nice though. You know, I do feel kind of bad sometimes watching these and reacting to them when they do seem nice like this. But still, I mean, you know.
Can you see?
What?
Your makeup?
What?
Looks good. We dated for about a week before we had sex. And I lost my virginity to Mirka.
But the fact you're laughing about that, I feel like proves you're not like mentally in the right headspace to be bringing life into the world. And also a week at like 15? Bruh.
It was so awkward.
It wasn't going bloop.
It was my first time.
Why are they detailing it? This feels illegal.
Never mind.
What? Go.
No.
Yes.
The first time was the only time we used a condom.
How it started was I took it off and she enjoyed it.
Dude, you're making me sound like easy or something.
This is the worst thing I've ever watched in my whole entire life. This is got to be probably the most cringe thing I've ever seen. I don't know why they're detailing their sexual exploits, but I'm gonna recommend they stop because they're gonna get to like 20 and watch this back and literally want to unalive.
So, are you excited to go with your mom?
She always makes me feel kind of bad. Cause like, she makes me feel bad, like just about everything.
The relationship with my mom growing up, I kind of just thought I was like her help. When my parents got divorced, we didn't have a lot of money. So my mom was always working just to survive off basically just paying rent and getting food. We rarely went out to eat. We rarely went out to places together as family. Mostly because my mom was always tired from working, but just because it was always just for her trying to save money so that we can afford the things that we really needed.
I mean, I guess that she isn't in this current predicament just because she was dumb. She's in it because she probably had a kind of questionable upbringing and didn't get like love and attention from her parents or something deep. I don't know. This is not the direction I like to go in.
Where were we dropping you off?
I mean, she told me that she was gonna come around 11. I'm kind of nervous to be honest. I haven't seen her in a while. Like, 3 weeks is a while for me, but yeah.
Okay, so you guys are planning to go...
I think we're gonna go to church and to go eat, but I'm not sure.
When he broke the news to me that Mirka was pregnant, Ethan said Mirka's mom is not going to be happy, and she has told her before that if she were to ever get pregnant, that she would have to leave. And so I said, well, you know, a lot of mothers say that. It may not be true, but Mirka's mom said, okay, you need to leave.
I don't know how that helps anything, you know? Like, yeah, I guess be kind of mad at her for being irresponsible, but she's already with child, so kicking her out is not only going to like affect your child you're supposed to love unconditionally, but then the secondary child being brought in the world that asked for absolutely none of this. Just made me a little bit messed up, I don't know. But yeah, apart from that, good parenting. Maybe if you were a better parent, she wouldn't have gotten pregnant in the first place. I don't know. Does that annoy anyone else? That she's kicking her out?
Ethan asked us if she could move in so that they can raise the baby together, and we agreed that that would probably be the best thing to do. Michelle and I were in a similar position as Ethan and Mirka. When we were 15, we were pregnant.
I did unfortunately have a miscarriage, but I was asked to leave my house and stay with Charlie so that he could support me. My parents, they were still supportive. I mean, they helped us out as much as they could. In Mirka's case, you know, her mom really didn't want anything to do with the baby.
At least they have like some good people in their life.
Being Mexican, I'm very religious and very Catholic. Growing up, my mom and I would go to church every Sunday. It was just like where we get to spend time together, where she's not working. It was our bonding time.
I'm feeling kind of nervous about how things are going to go today because since I moved in with Ethan's parents, I haven't gone to church with my mom or seen her in like 3 weeks.
I am Liliana, I am 38 years old, and I am Mirka's mom. Let's go.
Wait. 38. So that made her 22 when Mirka popped out, maybe even 21. You know, I would also say that that is a pretty, that would be like not good age to be reproducing at. Maybe she should have some sympathy.
Basically, when I know that I'm going to see my mom, I kind of get a little bit nervous just because I never know how she's going to react. Especially since
My mom and I haven't really hung out or talked or anything since she kicked me out.
Well, let's get one thing clear. I didn't kick her out. She kicked herself out. She knows that I love her, but at the moment that she decided that she was going to be sexually active, that's when she started considering getting kicked out of the house or getting herself kicked out of the house. This is a decision that she made, not me.
Bruh, she's 16. Chill. I don't even have any jokes to make today. This is just bad. This is just like hard to watch.
Mom, you know what I'm craving?
What?
Food.
Good to know.
We didn't even have dinner yesterday because I told somebody to have the kitchen clean by the time I got home, and guess what?
It wasn't clean.
It wasn't clean. So get what he didn't get.
Dinner.
So she has another child that she is not feeding because he didn't clean in time. You can't starve your children. There are so many, like, take his phone away, you know? Starving him? Starving. You have gone straight from just like there's a difference between strict parenting and then just literally concentration camp. There's not vibes.
I had been taking care of my brother since I was like 9. My role was to clean up and cook for him because my mom was out there working. So I do feel bad that now she's just relying on my brother to do all these things, and I know he's not mature enough to get them done.
I'm not a lovey-dovey person, and in Mexican culture, the way I grew up, you know, parents are very strict. So I don't cuddle my kids. I believe you need to let them suffer a little bit just so they can learn.
You know, I'd say kicking out your 16-year-old daughter when she's probably in the most vulnerable state she's ever going to be in her whole entire life, and also starving your other child. I'm going to say that's a little more than just making them suffer a little bit. Also, you kind of seem like a sociopath. I don't know. I am scared of you.
How's school?
Stressful?
So the principal called you to their office to talk about the pregnancy and stuff or not?
They told me, they're like, if you want, like, we can change your schedule so that you can have easier classes. And I was like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want easier classes.
You have to understand that for me, her future was the most important thing. I wanted her to go on in life and be successful. So the main rule that I gave Mirka is do not come out pregnant. That's gonna be like the worst thing you can ever do to me. So when Mirka told me that she was pregnant, my world came crushing. Literally, I couldn't breathe.
It's very odd that she's making this about her. It really is to me. I don't know. Like, this is weird. Do we agree? Like, yeah, if I was impregnated at 16, my mother would be very angry at me. Like, ridiculously. Like, I would probably run away myself. But I don't think she'd, like, leave me for dead. I'd like to think she would.
It was just so hard on me. And in my mind, I'm thinking we're just another statistic, another single parent not having enough time to be there for her kids. And that's why she was pregnant. It has been the worst thing that I've gone through.
I think she's projecting her guilt from not being there for her growing up onto her child. It's like, oh, I wasn't a good enough parent. I'm gonna make you suffer because you didn't raise yourself good enough. Thoughts? I didn't think this is what I was gonna get into. You guys really like it when I reacted to the whole 16 and pregnant stuff, but like, this one's like a little deep, you know? Like, I don't have any funny things to say. I just feel bad for the girl.
When I found out that you were pregnant, you know how I felt.
You thought the world was gonna end?
Yes. But, I mean, you made your choice, so let's not get confused about that, you know?
So ever since I was little, she has had high standards for me, and I always tried to please her and make her happy so that she wouldn't be disappointed in me. And then this comes out that I'm pregnant, and it, like, everything just shatters. Like, everything I had worked for, everything that I had done, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how good I was in school. It didn't matter how responsible I was. She didn't want anything to do with me.
I feel kind of bad for her. It doesn't seem like she was consistently a bad kid. This was just like a lapse in judgment, you know? Like, I feel like she was probably better behaved than I was at 16. I just didn't get unlucky. And I feel really bad for her, honestly. Because this doesn't mean that her life's over and she's a failure. She can still do stuff. It's gonna be a lot harder, but perseverance is key, you know? That's my inspirational quote for the day. Also, subscribe. Don't subscribe with, like, the intention of watching inspirational content, because that's not what this is. This is so out of character for me. But do it and also like it. And I'll keep doing this. I will.
There it is, beautiful San Juan.
I can understand that Liliana was upset at Mirka being pregnant because I was upset at Ethan. It's hurtful, but you know that your dad and I will always be here for you. Like, we love you unconditionally. That means that no matter what you do in life, we love you. And so I'm trying to figure, you know, what she's trying to teach Mirka in this. I don't know. I just don't think that I could kick my daughter out if she was pregnant.
I like her a lot. I like her. She's cool. She's very nice. Well, I don't actually think she's like particularly cool. I think she's just like a reasonable, regular human being. The other lady's just literally crazy. I was gonna say bad blood.
That is the time that she probably would need me most.
I am only 19 weeks pregnant, and I haven't even been able to hold my baby, and I can already say that I don't know how people are able to abandon their children and not love them. This is the strongest bond that I've had with anything ever, and I haven't even met it yet.
This is so sad. Bruh, and then she has the audacity to appear in front of Jesus himself talking about forgiveness after she just kicked her own daughter out for a mistake.
When Mirka, Ethan, and Michelle and Charlie decided that terminating the pregnancy was not an option, that's when I decided pretty much that I was out of it. You know, this is not my problem. I am not gonna be responsible in any way for Mirka or that baby.
Wait. Did she say she kicked her out because she wouldn't fetus deletus? This has just got deeper. This is, I mean.
They ask you how you are, you just have.
So you were blackmailing her? Like, oh yeah, kill your child, kill your unborn child, otherwise get out. That's like probably the worst thing I think you could like do to a person. Her own daughter. Like, let her make the decision for herself. This is so bad. This is so bad. I feel so bad. I can't even upload this.
And people can judge me and people can say that I'm ugly. I really don't care.
What?
I cannot
Ugly?
bring up a child, raise a child that is not mine. Like, you live your life, I live mine.
I need to look at the comments. I need to look at the comments right now. Wait, is no one gonna talk about how the 12-year-old didn't get dinner because he didn't clean the kitchen? Exactly! Bruh, for her to say this is the worst thing that ever happened to me in front of her face is heartbreaking. Yeah, it's not happening to you. It's not happening to you. This is what I said, projecting her failures on her daughter. Facts! I'm in awe. Let me know what you guys thought about that. This is probably one of the worst things I've seen in a minute. Bye? How do you end this?